Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about popular art opinions or art remarks that a lot of people make about art, or maybe the general stereotype that we have around art. I'm just going to talk about them, and I'm just going to give my own opinion about what do I think about each of those negative remarks. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay guys, so the first most popular one, I actually have 2 videos on my channel already around that topic, and I'm talking about tracing. Now, a lot of people think that tracing is really bad. If you want to become a good artist, then you should not trace, and if you're tracing, you're not a good artist and stuff like that. Even if you're tracing, a lot of people shy away from it, like shy away from admitting that they are tracing just because of the very fact that people think tracing is bad. Okay, so I already have a video on tracing, how to trace like a pro or how to trace like an artist, something like that. And I actually basically teach you guys how to use tracing as a tool to learn. If you're a beginner, or if you still want to learn new things and you find drawing some things really complex, then you can actually use tracing as a tool to learn. And yeah, tracing is bad if you are completely stealing somebody else's artwork, like from edge to edge, point to point. That is bad. You shouldn't be doing that. But if you're using it to learn difficult, complex structures, just to understand how to create a certain type of shape, or how to create a human portrait, and you're using tracing as a tool just to learn about it, then it is completely fine, you guys. And in my tutorial how to trace like a pro, I actually teach you guys how to use tracing to learn to draw portraits, so do check that video out. Okay, so the next very famous one is realism or realistic art is not real art. And I have heard this a lot because I used to do a lot of realistic art, and I still do it to a certain degree. I still have some realistic artworks. Some of them are not so realistic, but I just think it is not true. I just think this remark or this opinion is just coming out of insecurity maybe, or jealousy. Just don't get offended if you think like that. And I'm really sorry for the lighting, it just keeps changing because of the sun is going down. So yeah, I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, if you get offended by the fact that I told you guys it is just coming out of insecurity or maybe jealousy, then I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not really sorry. So yeah, that is what I think. Also, half of my art skills actually came from doing realistic artwork. But I don't know how I did realistic artworks in the very first place, but half of my skills came from doing realistic artwork. So that's what I think about that particular opinion. Okay, so the very next very popular opinion or remark is art school is a waste of time and money. And yeah, I do agree to that because I never went to any art school, and I'm a self-taught artist and I'm doing pretty good in my art career, and I didn't need any art school to be able to do that. So yeah, I did my master's in fashion merchandising, but that is a completely different field from fine arts. And yeah, I can actually tell you from my experience that you don't need any art school to become a great artist or to be able to make money out of art. You don't really need to go there. Okay, so the next very popular opinion or remark people make about art is good artists should be able to make good art from just imagination. Now, that is not true in my own personal experience, because I use a lot of reference images when I create a new art piece. I just think drawing from imagination is kind of impossible. Not impossible, but I just think it's, if you really want to draw a really good colored artwork with good lighting and everything, you do need some sort of reference image to be able to do that. You won't be able to do that just from imagination. So I just think that is not really true. And I have a video on how to use reference images. Do check that video out. So what I basically do is I have this rough idea. Whenever I create a new artwork, I have this rough idea in my mind on how I want the final artwork to look like. And then what I do is keeping that in mind, I just go ahead and find reference images. One reference image would be for the background, one would be for the colors that I want to use, one would be for the style of portrait that I want to create, and clothes I want to create, and stuff like that. And I use a lot of them just to create one masterpiece. So that's how I use reference images, and that's why I just think this opinion is not really true. Just let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think? And if you think differently as compared to what I'm saying in this video, then do comment in the comment section down below. Okay, so the next one is very popular. If you're just getting started with your art career, you might hear this a lot, which is you cannot make money out of just doing art. This is not true, you guys. I'm telling this from my experience. I'm making a decent amount of money just by doing art, and this opinion is completely false. Like what I think is, whatever you perceive in life becomes your reality. So if you keep on thinking that negative things around what you're doing, that is just gonna become your own reality. And that's how it is basically. If you think you'll be able to make good money out of art, and you are a good artist and stuff like that, then yeah, you are gonna be that. And I'm not gonna go into detail about law of attraction and stuff like that. I actually really love talking about those stuff. Yeah, whatever you perceive becomes your reality. So just don't just ignore what people are saying, you know, just ignore that and be passionate about art, be passionate about what you're doing, and you will get there one day. Okay, so the next popular one is stealing art is bad. And yeah, it is bad if you are doing it in a completely wrong way, like you're just copying the exact same thing as I just told you guys about tracing. If you're just completely copying somebody else's artwork, that is bad. But if you're using that artwork just to create your own new artwork in your own style, and you're just using those artworks just to have some inspiration, then I think there's nothing wrong with that, and that's how you learn. So I kind of agree and I kind of disagree to that. So it's like a mixed response. Okay, so the last one is very sensitive topic, and it is about nude art. And a lot of people think nude art is vulgar, and I don't know, I partially agree and I partially disagree. Now the part where I agree is when you actually, you know, take nude art in a direction which is actually vulgar, or you're just showcasing something really sexual in your artworks, then it might be vulgar. Depends on the perception of the people around you. So it really depends on that. Some people might look at it as mere art, or some people might look at it as a really sexual or really vulgar thing. So I think it does depend on the perception you have, on the perception people around you have, right? But I don't know, I just think it is not really vulgar, because it is not. It's just a human. If you're drawing something, if you're drawing human being, naked human being, I don't think it's vulgar. I think we should all be able to be comfortable in our own skin, as in we should all know how our human bodies look, and we should just stop sexualizing each and everything around us, because everything is not just that, right? So just stop that. I think art is art, and art can be anything. Even if it's nude art, just appreciate that. Just appreciate the human body, the human anatomy, and just don't sexualize each and everything you see. So it's really about the perception you have rather than the art. Other than that, I am actually done with all of these remarks. I actually found them on the internet, and these are really popular ones, and I didn't really need to go on the internet to find those, but I just wanted to be really specific about them. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm really sorry about the lighting. It kept on changing just because of the sun, so I'm really sorry about that. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Just let me know what you think. Also, do let me know if you have some opinions about art down in the comment section below. I would love to know that. And yeah, do subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up. It does motivate me a lot just to keep going with this channel. And yeah, also follow me on Instagram, and if you do create something out of my tutorials, tag me there. I go through each and every one of you, and I really appreciate that when you guys, you know, draw something out of my tutorials and then tag me. I really appreciate that. So other than that, I will see you guys the next time.